right, this is the Disney Spirits Podcast, episode 11 for May. Although it's June, and we're rolling up on July. So this will probably come out in July, but we have a good story about that, don't we?
Unless you're going to do it tonight, Gary, it's definitely going to come out in July.
Yeah, I'm not going to be editing this tonight. Yeah. It's going to come out in July. So
let's just say third time's the charm.
Yeah, this is the third time. Due to technical difficulties, this is the third time we're doing this. And, I'm an IT guy, so these things shouldn't be happening. I don't know I don't know. What was your assessment, Joe?
I was going to say Mercury retrograde. It was. We're out of it. We're out of it now. So that's it. No more excuses.
All right. So it's episode 11 for May, and it's one of our favorite episodes. So I guess we don't mind doing it 3 times. But it's things to know when drinking around the world at Epcot World Showcase, to be specific.
Yes. Yeah. There are many things to know, many pitfalls, and we're going to help you avoid those pitfalls.
I was going to say we're the pros. We're the pros at this. We've done this. We've done this many
times.
I'm not talking about just recording.
Yeah, for better, for worse, we're the pros. We're also the pros at this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So personal intros. I'm Gary, and over there is Joe on the other side of this camera.
What's up, Gary?
Hey, Joe. So we love theme parks. We love cocktails, and we feel that life is better when those two things go hand in hand. Isn't that true, Joe?
Yes, indeed.
Speaking of cocktails hand in hand, there, look at what I got right there. Cocktail.
That is a beautiful cocktail.
I was thirsty. Cheers, Joe. Oh, look at that. That's a fancy looking cocktail. I guess we'll talk about that in a second, shall we?
Yes, we will.
All right. So once again, we're the Disney Spirits. And please feel free to email us. Tell us what you think of the podcast. Tell us any suggestions you have about the podcast, any ideas for an upcoming podcast. And you can email us at thedisneyspirits@gmail.com. Head out to our YouTube channel, The Disney Spirits. We got drink recipes. We got other podcasts, 10 of them, 10 other podcasts. And soon we will have roller coaster videos as well with commentary.
Email any compliments to the Disney Spirits at gmail.com and email any critiques to Disney Spirits with no the at gmail.com.
Because we don't want
it. No, just kidding.
Please make sure you hop out to our channel, by the way, our YouTube channel, and you subscribe and like and comment. All good things. We know the internet is a terrible, terrible place, and people say horrible, horrible things. But what we would like to hear is the good stuff. Be nice.
Yes.
Be nice.
Nice civil conversation.
Also, you can get our audio podcast anywhere podcasts are right now. We are on every.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything that we've missed as a platform. We're basically on everything. Yeah, we're like a roach.
Your Alexa to play the Disney Spirits podcast, and hopefully mine doesn't start right now. I think I said that quietly enough.
Yeah, that's funny. So just to review really quick, the Disney Spirits at gmail.com or Disney Spirits. Is our channel The Disney Spirits on YouTube, or is it The Disney Spirits? But find us.
Yeah, it is The Disney Spirits, I believe.
The Disney Spirits. Yeah, I'll put up our logo so you can't miss it. Match the logo to the YouTube channel, and you're there.
You are.
Yep.
Into all our podcasts, all our videos. Watch them all, and
comment, like them, share with your friends.
Yeah, hit the bell, please.
Yeah.
It helps.
That's right. It helps. It helps the algorithm. Apparently, that's what we're told. So, all right. So, Joe, drinks. I'm thirsty. I made this drink a little while ago while I was waiting for you. So I'm gonna go first.
I'm sorry, Gary. Took me a while to prepare. Tiki drinks.
I actually have crushed this time. See, it's all nice and crushed. I don't know if you can see that. It's all nice and crushed.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. I'm impressed.
Thank you. I am a pro. So my drink tonight, Joe, I'll go first. My drink is the Bramble. Sounds like I feel like I've done this before, but in my Bramble, third one, I have 2 shots of Citadel gin, which I had to substitute Hendrix Lunar because I ran out of Citadel gin.
Well, another fine gin.
Yeah.
I can't say that's a step down, Gary.
I feel pretty okay about it. Yep.
Yeah.
So I got 2 shots of gin in there. I mixed lemon and lime juice, about half an ounce of each. The actual recipe calls for 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice. I'm sorry, 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice. It's a little too lemon heavy for me.
Yeah.
Half ounce of simple syrup. That's what I use. I think the actual recipe calls for an ounce of simple syrup. Makes it a little bit too sweet for me. So to top it all off with a half ounce of creme de miel, which I just like to say.
Creme de miel, of course.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is?
I was not able to find it anywhere except for on the internet, so it was a substitute. I substituted Chambord. That's what we're all. That's what Chambord.
So I assume creme de miel is a raspberry liqueur.
You are right. Creme de miel is. So, anyways, put all that in the shaker, except for the Chambord. Put it all in the shaker. Shake it up. What I do is it says to strain into a rocks glass with crushed ice, which I had the extra time today, so I crushed some ice and strained. But normally I just take everything that's in the shaker and just dump it in. Then drizzle the creme de miel or Chambord on top, make it nice and raspberry, kind of pinkish.
Yep.
Garnish with a slice of lemon. And again, I left my slice of lemon upstairs because the first time we recorded this podcast, I dropped the lemon on the stairs. Now it's become a thing. Now it's become a thing to have no lemon. So.
No lemon. Sans lemon.
No, any type of lemon.
Awesome.
So
that sounds like an awesome drink. Cheers.
Joe, it is a fantastic summer drink. This thing is super drinkable and very light, very fresh. Cheers.
Sounds awesome. Yeah.
All right. Joe, I see you changed yours for the third time.
Yes. This is the third drink for the third podcast. Maybe this is the bad luck, me changing my drink every time. I'm not quite sure.
I feel like you should just quickly review what your other 2 drinks were, because they were all epic.
Yeah.
So,
my first drink was I believe was it a Manhattan? I can't remember.
Was it a Manhattan?
Or it was Coney? I think it was Coney Negroni. Yes. Coney Negroni. Okay, so Coney Negroni was number 1 from Abracadabra on the boardwalk. Yep. The second one was the original Mai Tai from the pool bar at the Swan and Dolphin Hotel. And this one, since we stayed at Universal last weekend, is the Tavern Grog from the Strongwater Tavern in Sapphire Falls Resort at Universal. And this is a rum bar. So
that's awesome.
Right up my alley. It's got a rum and tapas. It's got a fantastic view of the pool, and then behind that is Islands of Adventure. So it's just, you could sit out on the lanai and sip drinks here all day long and eat small plates. But anyway.
So that's what you did your whole visit,
yeah,
right?
No,
I'm assuming
that is not
breakfast, lunch, and dinner there.
That is not what I did, because it wasn't entirely my choice. But we did do that for a bit, and it was quite enjoyable. And this was one of the drinks that I had. And I originally sat down and ordered a Smith & Cross rum, which is a Jamaican rum, really funky. You open the bottle across the room and you can smell the funk in that rum. So it's awesome. And they didn't have it. They said they hadn't had it since reopened after the pandemic. So she said, would you like something similar? And I'm like thinking to myself, well, I don't think there's anything really similar. I see it here on the menu, but I'm going to try your Tavern Grog. So this is kind of their twist of the traditional tiki drink, Don the Beachcomber drink, called the Navy Grog. And but it's got some differences. Usually in a Navy Grog, you would have 3 different rums. You would have an ounce of Jamaican, an ounce of Demerara, and an ounce of Puerto Rican or Caribbean rum. And but they use their own proprietary rum, strong water. And on the menu, it said it came from Guyana. And I did confirm with the bartender that it was a Demerara. And the good thing is, every Demerara rum comes from the same distillery. They're all made by Demerara distillers. That's down in Guyana. So they all have different. There's differences, but they're similar in a lot of ways.
They're in the same family.
Right, they're in the same family. So I used Hamilton 86, which is a nice Demerara rum, 3 ounces, and 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice, 3/4 of an ounce of grapefruit juice. Now it said just citrus on the menu, but usually in a Navy grog it's grapefruit juice, and that's what I used, and it comes out good, yeah. Nice. And 1/4 of an ounce of pimento dram, which is pimento is a Jamaican berry, and it's like an allspice, and when they make it into a liqueur, the best way I could describe it is it's like Christmas spices.
Oof.
Yeah. So it's very strong.
Strong flavor.
1/4 of an ounce imparts a lot on the drink, and then a 1/2 ounce of Demerara simple syrup, which is basically dark, sugar. So brown sugar, simple syrup, and shake it all up in your shaker and pour it into a double old-fashioned glass like this one from the Mai Kai in Fort Lauderdale.
Nice.
Nice. Put yourself a cinnamon stick in there.
Hold it more for your face. I'm losing it. Background's getting. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Very nice.
And it's a really refreshing drink.
I love that garnish. Here, cheers.
Salud.
Cheers. All right. Awesome. I'm going to make it probably halfway through this podcast with my drink here. I'm going to have to probably get a refresher at one point. We'll have to do that. That was my plan at the break. Come down with a new drink.
Well, I got 3 ounces of rum in mine, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a refresher.
I dare you.
Plus, I got to tell you a little secret, Gary. I put a little tiny bit of 151 on the top of it, just to make it through.
Nice.
So you always have that option,
That's it. Needed a little extra kick. You got it.
Right,
anyway.
exactly. Now it's got a little extra kick to it.
Yeah. Cool. So, Joe, moving on to theme park news. Here's the deal with what I have in our little script here, because some of this stuff is kind of aged out now.
Yeah. I changed a couple of things because some of it had dates on it that are already passed.
The park changes. The People Mover is open. Everyone knows that by now.
People Mover is open. I have a little more news. I did ride the People Mover, so yes. I can confirm that it is open. And yes, everyone, except for the nice kind of blue paint job that's on the facade that goes around the track, it's the same. There's no changes, and it's the same People Mover we know and love.
Same.
I did wait 20 minutes for it though. Yeah, same. It's a little smoother. I will say it's a little smoother.
They were supposed to smooth it out a little bit. Yep.
It was
20 minutes. Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Big deal.
They were holding people at the bottom of the speed ramp and then letting them go up a little bit at a time. So a lot of cars were going off kind of half full, but it was. Yeah, I don't know why they were doing that, but that's what they were doing, which is kind of odd. Usually the speed ramp up, they usually have it off, and then you just kind of wait in line up there, and then everybody. But anyway, who knows? There has to be a reason. I just don't know it.
So we could talk about the Velocicoaster, but everyone who's probably interested in this podcast probably already knows that Velocicoaster is also open.
Velocicoaster is open and awesome. The Velocicoaster. Universal Orlando, I was there this weekend, did not get a chance to ride the Velocicoaster because the day I went, it rained pretty much the whole day. So the Velocicoaster was closed. I was standing out in front of it, ready to get in line, and then the skies opened up. And it had just stopped raining. So I'm like, finally, and I'm there. And Amy goes, the line is 115 minutes. I'm like, well, they have single rider, so I'm going to get in single rider.
Yeah. No.
As soon as I stepped towards it, the skies opened up again, and we just kind of gave up and kind of went from hotel bar hopping. And that was
Yeah, there you go. Well, it's it's
got to do something in the
shining
rain.
light at the end of
But
that
I
rain
will
cloud.
say it was I've been going to Universal since pretty much the day it opened, and I've had passes for quite a few years since Islands of Adventure opened, and almost every year since Harry Potter opened. And I will say that it's one of the busiest I've ever seen Universal.
Wow.
Literally wall to wall, like walking around the park on Islands of Adventure, we had to like shuffle, like
that is not fun.
Not fun at all. And
No.
and I could tell it was probably not a local Orlando crowd because, like I said, it rained. And usually if it's a local crowd, they head right for the exits. Yeah. No, it was totally the opposite. Everybody stayed. And in all honesty, back at the hotels, people were actually taking the boats and the buses into City Walk while it was raining, which is something you never. Yeah, while it was raining. Yeah. So yeah, they were there and they were going to ride and they were going to, whether rain or shine. So it's very busy. People are talking about revenge travel. I think it's happening right now. So yeah. Hotel was busy. Theme parks were busy. Magic Kingdom on Sunday was not quite as busy when we got there, but as we were leaving, it was really filling up. Yeah. Wow. So yeah. Not nearly as crazy as Universal though. Not. Yeah. So, but people are back.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you want to jump to SeaWorld? Are having Hollow Scream this year? And did we also see that Universal will also be doing Halloween Horror Nights?
They will be doing Halloween Horror Nights. And SeaWorld's going to have Hollow Scream this year. So Halloween is going to be, except for Mickey's not doing a Very Merry. I think they're doing Booty.
Very Halloween.
Yeah.
It's not so scary Christmas.
Not so scary Halloween. Yeah. They're not doing that this year, but what are they? Gary, what are they doing? They're doing like Mickey's. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a. I saw the show, the after hours thing, but it was Mickey's something. Yeah. We'll have to look that up. We'll have to put that. I'll put that in the tagline down the bottom here. Let's see what it was.
But SeaWorld's going to have Hollow Scream, which is really cool. If anybody's been to the one in Tampa, it's not quite as polished as Halloween Horror Nights, which is more like a Hollywood production, but in a way that makes it kind of cool too, because it's a little more there's a little less stringent. Yeah, a little scary. They can be a little scarier if they want to.
A little rougher around the edges.
Exactly. Right. So nice. And they're also still going to have the Halloween for the kids during the day. So that's kind of cool. That'll be included with park admission, and the Hollow Scream will be a separate ticketed event that will happen afterwards.
That's cool.
And I don't know, as of now, I don't think they've announced what coasters and rides will be open, but I would imagine, most of the major ones would be open for that.
Mako at night. It's got to be awesome.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, one of my favorites. Awesome. All right, so let's jump to the contemporary renovation. I know you could talk about this. I don't have much to talk about on this because all I saw was the pictures online with the the scrims hanging up in the new rooms, right. And I looked at the rooms and I was like, it's a $600 room, huh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I will say one thing. It's going to have like a kind of Incredibles theme.
Yeah, it was cool.
Usually
they look nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Usually when they do a character overlay on the rooms, I'm usually like, no, I don't like that at all. But when I saw these, I'm like, I like these. They're kind of futuristic and cool looking. I guess to fit the contemporary motif. Retro.
I will say, like, what makes it exactly, the retro. I love that, but I like that it's not like sledgehammer over the head with the theming. I'm not
very
gonna
subtle.
in a princess bed with a, it's just not my style,
You're not gonna have Mr. and Mrs. Incredible standing over your bed
looming over you,
arms for there's some artwork and even in the artwork it's very subtle. So I liked it.
Looked good.
Yep. And along with the room renovations, they're going to do an entire resort lobby restaurant. For the most part, renovation. We ate at the Wave of American Flavors for the whole, with the official whole name, or the Wave on the first floor, Contemporary, right? And we had breakfast there before we went to the Magic Kingdom. And the rumor that came out was that was going to be rethemed to Steakhouse 71. Kind of like what they have over in Disneyland, which is Steakhouse 55, and it's going to be a historical restaurant with pictures and from the opening of Disney World and the building of Disney World, and just a really cool. To me, that was a really cool.
Oh, it's awesome! I love the idea. Awesome,
fantastic. An old school steakhouse with a retro theming, with retro pictures on the walls and everything. And I got to talking with our server about a few things. Very, very great, as usual, a great server at Disney. I believe Tim was his name. Anyway.
Good old Tim.
I don't
serves a good drink, that Tim.
Nice guy. Anyway, I don't want to get him. Anyway, he said he could not confirm that was the theme, but he did say that of all the concept, that was the one he was most excited about. So I took that as a good sign that perhaps that was the one, right? Yeah.
He gave me this.
Yeah. And the other thing he said was there are some rumors flying around that perhaps because when they closed, the only breakfast restaurant or table service breakfast restaurant in the Contemporary, which is a deluxe hotel, will be Chef Mickey's. And let's face it, I love Chef Mickey's, you love Chef Mickey's, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. You're staying at a deluxe hotel. It's not maybe your idea to pay $50 for breakfast so Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and Donald can dance around you.
It's a little higher energy than some people might be looking for.
Too much for some kids running around and whatnot. It's fun, but some people want to have a more dignified breakfast. So he mentioned that when they closed, there were rumors that perhaps the California Grill may end up serving breakfast temporarily until their renovation is done. So I thought that was kind of exciting because what a great spot, I mean,
that's awesome. What a good way to start the morning.
No kidding, right? With a view like that.
Yeah. They're probably not going to be serving you dry cereal either. I think it's probably going to be off the hook. So that'd be pretty nice.
No.
Yeah.
And when speaking of views, I would be remiss not to mention while we were bar hopping at Universal, we did stop. Finally, I got to stop at that Bar 17 that's on the roof of the Aventura Hotel, and I have to tell you, it is the view from up there is stunning. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah, very cool. What'd you have as a drink up there? What'd you have?
Martini? I had a martini. Yeah, exactly. Yes, sir. How'd you know?
It's a martini place. Come on.
It is. Absolutely. It was a martini place. You got it. I looked around and I said, this place deserves a martini. So
this place would look great in a martini.
Absolutely. And bartender there also was awesome. I didn't catch his name, but Tim. they had just not Tim. They had just reopened. Might have been. I don't know. They had just reopened just a couple days prior. So when I asked for my martini, I asked for olives in it, and he said, "I'm sorry, we don't have any olives right now." And I said, no. I said, that's okay. Don't worry.
Swan.
So as I'm drinking my martini, a gentleman comes up with olives and gives them to him. And he goes, here you go. Here's some olives. So it was great. I mean, he actually had somebody go and get olives for me. So that was
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
pretty awesome.
I didn't expect that, nor did I, need him to do that, but that was really cool.
That we got to get to the top list, but that reminds me of the story when we ordered our what did we order? Knob Creek, I think.
We ordered Bullet Rye.
Bullet
and,
Rye.
And we ended up with Knob Creek Disney Barrel Selects. Right. So barrel strength bourbon, which
well,
if you're unfamiliar with barrel strength bourbon,
it's strong.
Beware.
Yeah.
It's the strength that bourbon is when it comes out of the barrel before they water it down.
Yeah, but remember the bartender was like, "Oh man, we're really sorry. We get, you know what? I'm gonna run back to the Contemporary and grab you a bottle." I'm like, that is totally not necessary. There's other bourbons here. Yeah, that's like
we're looking at behind the bar, and they had like a lineup of all different.
Oh yeah,
I
know
whiskeys,
they had Angel's Envy. They had all kinds of stuff. Yeah,
like you don't have to go get that. But he was ready to. Yeah.
Oh, he was 100%.
He was ready to go next door to the right. He was going to go from the Bay Lake Tower to the Contemporary. Yep, to the Contemporary. We were at your the top of the world.
Top of the world. Yep.
Yeah, awesome.
Best places. Oh my gosh,
awesome. Yep, another great view.
True enough. Yeah. I can't think. So, do we have any other? I don't think we have any other news. Do we? Theme park news. Let's think. I like that scoop. Of California Grill having breakfast. I think that's awesome. I think that'll be that.
Oh yeah, I know.
And hopefully it catches on, because that'll be something awesome to have them keep. If
they kept it up there, that would be fantastic.
That would be nice. Yeah,
really cool. But we'll see. I mean, could be temporary, could stay. I don't know what else is going on. I did see Trader Sam's is going to open at Disneyland. I would imagine Trader Sam's is going to open at Disney World with the rest of the Polynesian, which I think is supposed to open on July 15th, I believe.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. I did see that.
I think they see that. Yeah. So
I don't know if you know this, but I went to Trader Sam's at Disneyland. I just like to bring that up to you occasionally.
Yes, I know. I'm well aware of that, Gary. Yeah. You may have mentioned that before.
Time or two. All right, so should we move to our top things to know? Are we ready for it?
I'm ready.
Drinking a world.
If you're ready, I'm ready. Yeah.
Seems like a good time to have a sip of my drink.
All right. Well, I guess I'll have mine too.
Delicious. Cheers. I love that glass, by the way. It's a very cool glass.
Yes.
Yeah.
One day the Mai Kai reopens. They're currently still closed. They of course got closed for COVID, and then reopened limited, with distancing and everything, and then they had a flood in the kitchen. So it was really, really bad, with more extensive damage, like $1 million worth of damage. Oof. So hopefully, currently for sale. So hopefully it reopens as a tiki bar, because it's one of the very last.
It sounds like an investment opportunity, Joe.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk. All right, so we should move to this list, or we're gonna do a 3-hour podcast.
Yeah, well, let's go to the list.
Email us about that.
Yeah. You guys talk too much. Isn't that what you're supposed to do on a podcast?
Are we just supposed to talk? People are supposed to listen. All right. Top things to know when drinking around the world. We have normally we have our top 5 or top 10 list, but this is going to be the top 107 things to know, because we do like to talk. I've made that up. It's not really 107, but it's going to feel like that. Yes. Because we have a lot of information. Because Joe, we're pros. We're pros at this.
Yes,
we've done this a time or two. We know how to drink. We are drinkers. We have failures.
We have some failures.
Barely making it out of Mexico at one point.
We'll tell our failure stories as well as our success stories on the way around World Showcase with you guys. Yeah. So
this is it. Top things to know when drinking around the world at Epcot. So, Joe, I got to say that the top thing to know is that this is not a sprint.
Oh yeah,
it is a marathon.
Yes.
Do not rush, because you will pay the price.
Yeah.
You'll only make it to Japan.
If you're lucky. I've seen people finished at Norway. Okay, all right.
I'd rather not say.
They're finished at Norway and they're not starting in Canada. Another rule.
Here's one of the big rules that you have to start in Mexico. If you
Yeah.
didn't start in Mexico, you've done it wrong.
Right.
If you started in Canada by mistake and didn't think about it, reset and go to Mexico immediately.
Right. Drink your way
It's that
back.
important.
Drink your way back to Canada, and then go to Mexico and start again. Yeah, because you're doing it wrong. There's a reason. Right. You have to go clockwise, and it doesn't have to do with being clockwise.
That's right. So it's a marathon. Pace yourself. Have a handler. Have someone to pay attention to if you start deciding, hey, you know what would make a lot of sense right here? Shots.
Right. Never, exactly.
Never good.
Also, you need someone to, you need a handler to stop you if you say, you know what would make sense here? Climbing the pyramid in Mexico or diving into World Showcase Lagoon.
Yeah.
You need a handler for that.
Happened? Yeah.
It has
Someone
happened. It has not happened with Gary and I. No.
Someone would just say, that's not really that great an idea. Let's have another drink.
Maybe we shouldn't. We'll think about it. Let's think about it first.
All right. So it's a marathon. Got to pace yourself. Yeah. Hydrate. Make sure you drink water. You are in the Florida sun, the Florida heat. This drinking alcohol in this heat get you every time. Multiplies that.
It multiplies does not count as hydrating. Alcohol does not count.
No.
Water, only water counts. So make sure you drink water. Bring it with you if you have to. Yeah. Or at the very least,
order your drink, order a water too.
Order a water with your drink. Yeah. At least every other country.
Yep. Make sure you eat. We're gonna have lots of suggestions about the eating because we like to eat. We like to drink. We like to eat. We like good food. We like good drinks. And make sure you eat because that'll give your stomach something else to do instead of processing alcohol at a high speed. And sometimes it will calm down some of these drinks that we're going to suggest. Some of them are sort of like chemical experiments. As you mix them all together, it could.
Yeah, exactly.
It can get rough.
You're in trouble when the bartender puts a lab coat on first.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Okay.
But you must eat the right things, and we're going to tell you the right things to eat because if you eat the wrong things, you're not going to finish either. So.
Yeah, you're going to have a different issue altogether. But we'll also talk about the bathrooms, oddly enough. It's
another podcast.
Yeah.
There are some nice renovated bathrooms in Morocco. Use them.
So one of the things that you are stressing, and you'll stress throughout this tour that we're going to give, pay close attention to the alcohol content and have a game plan. Got to do it. Don't get, like we're going to discuss when you get to Germany, don't be like, I need an optimator.
Yeah. Don't get Gary's Bramble or my Tavern Grog. Those are not the drinks you want to have on this trip around. Those are drinks you want to have, but not around the world.
So I will say, I'm going to suggest some high potency drinks
only
as a suggestion. And only because I just there's some of these things that I have to do. But if you have a plan, like what we're saying, have a game plan, go light alcohol, and then a serious alcohol, light alcohol, then you're fine. You're not fine. You're still going to feel it.
You're not going to be fine, but it's not going to be so bad where you,
exactly. It's not going to end your trip.
It's like, martini. Do not do that.
So here's our big one. Joe, I have this in the list. Yeah, I should have bolded this and bulleted it, but don't be a jerk.
Yeah,
right?
Do not.
You're there to enjoy yourself. You got a plan. You're going to drink around the world. You're going to have fun. Everyone else is there to have fun as well. And if you're affecting their fun, that's just not fun. So don't be a jerk. Don't let your actions affect someone else's enjoyment. They're all there. Everyone's there to have a good time.
Yeah.
don't be a jerk. Everyone at Epcot that day or whenever, you're all in it together to have a good time.
Yeah.
Understand that. Have respect. Have respect.
A good time. Wear your special T-shirts. Have fun with your friends, but do not be a jerk, and especially don't be a jerk to the bartenders, the servers, the people, the cast members. If they tell you to do something, do it. Tell you to stop doing something, stop doing it. And if you, by all means, if it starts to become too much for you, stop.
Yeah. And have the respect of yourself and everyone to know, you know what, I'm done.
I'm at my limit, and
I'm out.
I'm not going to make it this time, because the best of us have not made it. Several sometime. And
no one's going to love you less because you didn't finish this.
Right, exactly.
You'll still have friends.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. Just don't be a jerk and know when to cut out. Know when to throw in the towel if you got to throw in the towel. Don't be an idiot. Yep. All right. That being said, Joe, I'm going to head to Mexico. I mean, that's the only thing to do.
Right over there. Yeah.
Who the heck would go to Canada in this?
Walk right by the Odyssey. We're walking by the Odyssey right now. We're going to Mexico.
I know exactly where I'm going, because I'm going to La Cava de Tequila. Although
be prepared to wait in a line right now. Yeah. You might have to wait in a line just to get inside the pyramid.
Yeah. It's been crazy.
Yeah. So
I forgot what the name of that drink is, but apparently it became famous on TikTok, and everyone is like eating that smoky drink with tequila balls, whatever. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've seen it.
I've just seen it referred to as the TikTok drink. I don't know what it is. All I know is, oh God, sometimes I hate the internet. I just say that. Let's just leave it there.
But I'm not waiting in line for 20 minutes for it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That keeps me from getting my drink, my El Diablo, or your El Negroni.
Yes, this is where we're a little bit in the danger zone, because Joe's getting the jalapeno margarita, which is probably one of the best drinks I've had in all of Epcot.
It is probably my favorite drink around the world.
It is.
And I like margaritas. Margaritas are one of those things, one of those drinks that I love a well-made margarita, and it's hard to duplicate them at home. It's like it's one of those ones that it's like I go down the street to Felipe's and we'll get margaritas down there, and I love their margaritas, and I'll come home and I'll go, I'm gonna make it exactly the same way. I get the same tequila in it. Can't do it. I don't know why.
Yep. Magic happens. Magic happens.
But the El Diablo margarita, probably my favorite drink around the world.
Agree. It's fantastic. I get the El Negroni, the Oaxacan style Mexican Negroni, which is so good. Like this is one of those drinks that packs. It's stronger. It's a stronger drink, so take it easy. But it's just such a good drink, and there's nothing like it around around the Disney World.
No.
So it's one of those ones that you sort of have to have, in my opinion.
You will.
It's
when everybody else is
good.
I will say, when everybody else is getting the TikTok, because I got El Negroni last time I was there, and when everybody else is in line getting the TikTok drink, and you walk out with that sophisticated looking glass with El Negroni in it, you are going to look like
the man.
Yeah. The man. Yeah, exactly.
Or the woman.
Or the woman, right? The sophisticated drinker, or whatever you identify as. Yeah. You're going to look like you're a sophisticated drinker.
Exactly. Yeah. So delicious. So all right, we're gonna pound these drinks. No, I'm only kidding. That goes against everything we just said.
We're gonna sip these drinks.
We're gonna sip these drinks while we're walking around the little outside marketplace, which is awesome. So many cool things to see, and I'm probably gonna ride El Rio de Tiempo.
Absolutely.
I wish
I could spend. You can't ride it with your drink. That is not allowed.
Although I will say, back when it was El Rio del Tiempo,
too much bramble. Bramble makes you Bramble makes you bumble.
That's right. It was the only ride at Disney World that you could ride it with a drink. It's a little known fact. There you go.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know. And it took Gary to find that out.
It did. There you go. Can't do it anymore, unfortunately. Now that it's 3 Caballeros there, you can't do it anymore. So
Well, you can if you distract
hide
the
it.
ride attendant. You distract the ride attendant. Is that Donald? Is Donald over there?
I found him. I found Donald. All right.
Anyway.
So we did our shopping. We did our riding. We got our drink, and we're done. So we're headed to Norway.
Yeah, we're not eating anything in Mexico because we just started. We don't need to eat right away. So not that we don't like the food there. It's one of my favorite places to eat around Epcot. So
very good. But hey, it's the beginning. Let's have a drink and let's head to Norway because hey, there's a lot of food here for sure. There's that Kringla bakery with school bread. Super famous. You're going to wait in line. Everyone loves it. And there's all kinds of other pastries there. And it's a perfect, alcohol soaking up device.
Yeah, it is. It's perfect. There's other pastries. Pick one that's not too creamy and has some bread to it. Some cake to it to soak up some of the alcohol that you're going to be drinking. So, I'm gonna grab a little ass while I'm there.
Oos. It's pronounced.
Oos. I'm sorry, it's oos. Yeah.
Because after a pastry, I'd walk outside and get some ass. Oos.
Yeah. Oos. Yeah.
Because it's right outside on that.
It is. It's right there in the little beer cart. Yep.
Beer cart thing. Yep. Very
and
cool.
It's perfect. It's perfect. It's a Pilsner, so it's great for the heat in the summertime, and it's probably a little less alcohol than. I think
it's low. 5.
Something around there. Yeah, I don't think any of the 3 that they have a porter usually too, which is normally what I get.
Yeah, I would probably in this case I would probably go with the ass. You probably want to grab an ass. Oos. You probably want to grab an oos on this one because. That porter could be heavy, especially if you're pounding down a school bread and you grab a porter. Yeah. You might be full by the time you get to China. So
make sure you hold right. Yeah. Make sure you hold on to your ass. I mean, your oos.
Very good.
We beat that one to death.
Yep, we did.
But so
go in the shops. Get a picture.
Go in the shops.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yep.
Big Troll's still there. Get a picture.
I think he's back. Was he away? I think they just brought him back. I think he just came back. Yeah.
How could you get rid of that thing? It's awesome.
Well, he might have just walked away himself. I don't know.
Back.
Over the falls.
All right. So, Joe, I bought myself some. What am I buying here? I'm buying that Arctic gear.
Helly Hansen. Exactly.
$800 pants. $1,700 jacket. That's what I like to buy at Disney World.
Would you like to come in the back and sign the loan papers for this?
Take out a mortgage on this stuff. Not what I'm reaching for at Disney World. Tell you the truth, I'm not going for Arctic.
No. I usually have a poncho in my backpack, but that's about the extent of it.
Remember last time I bought that $60 jacket in Animal Kingdom? That was a big deal for me. Never mind spending $1,700 on one.
Well, you and I were excited because Amy and Jen were like, "Oh yeah, if you want to get something, go ahead." Yeah. And we're like, "Are you serious?
We can spend money. We're buying something."
The best is I bought this Tiki Bird shirt that Amy hates to this very day. She hates that shirt, but she approved it that day. Yeah. Me too.
I love that shirt. Yeah. All right. I'm headed to China. You with me?
Of course. We're headed.
Go to China.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want any beer. I'm sorry that not to offend anybody but I don't. Their beer leaves something to be desired. Just a different taste.
Yeah, I can. It's like I don't want to insult anybody, but it's one of those like pre-skunked beers is kind of the way I call it. I don't mean to be rude.
Right.
It's just not my style, and I'm a beer guy. I'm a craft brew guy, so I drink a lot of beers, a lot of different beers, and this one's just a little tough for me. But it's always an option. I mean, people do enjoy it. There's 2 beers, Tsingtao and Fu.
Fu.
Right? Fu. The name does not inspire.
I pity the food that drinks food.
Fu. I've not had it, to be perfectly honest.
I have not had foo.
No.
Yeah. If you do around the world improperly, you might have foo by the time you get to China, though. That's for sure.
for sure. But I'm getting tipsy ducks in love. Now, here's another danger drink, because it's whiskey, it's coffee, it's black tea, there's cream and chocolate syrup. It's very good. It's a very good drink.
It is. It's dangerous. It goes down easy. Yeah,
it goes down way too easy. It's a little bit sweeter, but at the same place, the tea, love of tea,
joy of tea.
Joy of tea.
Yep.
The Joy of Tea also sells egg rolls, and these egg rolls are awesome. It could be the setting, could be something pork and vegetable, or just vegetable, and it's awesome. I highly recommend the egg rolls.
They are really good. Yeah.
Perfect. Yep. Perfect egg rolls.
Yep. I will not say they do not surpass the Magic Kingdom egg roll cart for me, which is
that's my thing.
Which is top of the heap when it comes
top
to
of the egg roll heap.
Top of the egg roll heap. But these are very, very good. You will not be disappointed. But don't fill up on those, because you got to go. We're going to stop. We're going to watch Reflections of China. If you've not seen it, it's a fantastic movie. Take the time to see it. You can still stand now, because you have to stand. So you're only 3 countries in. You shouldn't be falling. If you're falling over right now, you're in trouble.
You shouldn't be too wobbly. Yeah.
When you're flying around China, if you fall down, you probably should just stop.
Throw in the towel.
Stop. Your day. Everybody doesn't have. Every once in a while, it's not your day. So.
Yep. Enjoy the outside scenery. Beautiful garden there, and when the acrobats come back, enjoy them. That's a good 20-minute show, I think.
Great
Perfect.
Show.
Yep. Perfect show.
And the shops. I really enjoy the shops in
shops
China.
Are awesome.
I've spent a lot of time browsing through the shops.
Oh yeah. Make sure you go all the way in the back. Like China goes way back. It's kind of like Morocco. It goes way back. Make sure you take the time, because they're, like you said, it's a lot of cool stuff back there.
Yes. And people make the mistake of just walking around the lagoon, never venture back into the countries, and a lot of them go way back. China, Morocco, Japan has so many things. Norway has there's museums. There's also we got another podcast about that.
Though, what is it? Podcast 8, podcast 9, something like that. I'll put it on the bottom.
One of those ones back there. Yeah. But where we talk about everything that's behind, in the World Showcase countries that you might miss.
Yeah. Very cool. All right, so we're leaving China, Joe. I have my tipsy ducks in love. We got a little bit of a walk. We got that bridge. And it's decision time.
Yes.
I am of the mindset. Refreshment Outpost is a stop on the drinking around the world, because it's Africa.
So Gary's around the world is 12 countries. I say that the Refreshment Outpost is optional.
I say good day. I say good day, sir.
If you're feeling good, if you feel like, hey, this is my day, I'm going to make it, and I want to boast that I did the 12 countries.
That's right.
Yeah. Then by all means, do the Refreshment Outpost. Have a old elephant foot and play the drums for a little while.
Yeah. Old elephant foot is one of my favorite beers while I'm hanging around at Disney World. But I'm thinking I might go with the Cutwater Whiskey Mule here, because they have Cutwater, cocktail in a can. It's pretty good.
Not a bad idea. The Cutwater cocktails are good, and the Cutwater cocktails are usually pretty low ABV. So which is a theme that you should really be carrying with you around the entire World Showcase. Yeah. We're not going to go for the high alcohol beers, wines, or liquors. We're trying to stay low. So that's a good choice, Gary.
Thanks. I think Old Elephant Foot, the IPA, by the way, it's an IPA. I believe either the first of this podcast, the second of this podcast, not this one, but I believe you mentioned it was an ale, and I just want to make sure you know that I was right.
It was a pale ale. I said it was a pale ale. I think it's an IPA. It's an IPA.
Pale ale.
Yeah,
Not
pale ale. Okay,
you're close. But so whether or not you're going to have a drink here, the important thing is you got to get the poutine, because
yeah, just because it's poutine.
Yes,
yeah.
And
poutine is awesome.
Curd.
Yeah.
It's not cheese sauce, it's cheese curd with some gravy and fries. And
come on,
how is that not perfect? Yeah,
that is Canada's gift to the world.
Yeah.
Besides hockey, is that too.
Yeah, hockey and So stop there, grab some poutine. I'm gonna have the Cutwater Whiskey Mule. Joe, you're grabbing a beer here, or you still insist that it's not a stop?
I think I'm going to go with the Whiskey Mule with you. Old Elephant Foot I like, but I will say it's 16 ounces. I think they have it on draft there, but
it is on draft. Yep.
It is on draft.
Generally.
So, yeah. So it might be 12 ounces, but I think I'm going to go with the Mule.
Yeah, I think that's the move.
It's a little more refreshing. A little more refreshing.
Yep.
Right. Yep.
Cool. All right, so let's walk to Germany while we're drinking our Cutwater cocktail in a can. Yep. Not so bad, but what am I getting here? For food, I got to get the big pretzel. Yeah. It's going to soak up everything, and this is where I always like to. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you can ignore our other food suggestions, these are just suggestions.
I was going to say,
by all means, do not get every one of these things that we say. Okay, we're just giving you what we think you should get in each of these countries. But if you take one suggestion to heart, it's to get this pretzel. Because this pretzel will soak up all that alcohol that you've been drinking, and you will be like a new person. Leaving Germany.
It's the size of a large human head. It's gigantic. It's very good.
You can share it if you want. It's not cheap. I think it's like $10 now. So, but it is humongous.
Yeah. And grab a beer, but go with the lower alcohol beer, like and I always say the Spaten is good. Don't go with the Oktoberfest. Don't go with the Optimator. Just get the regular Spaten. I'm trying to think of some other, because they have the Dinkelhocker sometimes.
The Schöfferhofer grapefruit is the one that, I think it's like 3% alcohol. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty darn low. It's got a great grapefruit flavor, really
refreshing.
Tasty beer, refreshing. Goes great with your pretzel, and you'll be feeling good leaving Germany with that. I think.
Yeah, it's I think it's like a refreshment stop. It's like sort of like a pit stop. And anytime I'm talking about the big pretzel, I like to cheers RCG.
Yes.
My dad's favorite, the big pretzel and a big beer. Always can't walk past Germany without him.
Yeah, no. Yeah, or the pretzel and the bratwurst and the pretzel roll. If it's food and wine, that was his other staple.
Yep.
And I get one every time that there's a festival, just as a salute to him.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. So we had our fantastic Germany pit stop. Hey, did we talk about hitting the drums and getting a picture at the Coke?
Oh yeah, we did. We
talked about.
That's back at the outpost.
Yeah, that's
here
back
in Germany. There's not much to see. There was supposed to be a lot to see. There really isn't. The restaurant is great if you've never eaten there, and seeing the Oktoberfest that's going on inside the restaurant with the buffet. It's amazing.
I don't know if you know this, Joe, but you're talking to a person who tapped the keg. I was the Burgermeister, so I'm a little famous. Famous.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
So, why don't you show us staying on the table now? Show us how it's done.
Siki. Hi. Yeah. So for the most part, we're not going to take a boat ride on the Rhine River. Unfortunately, supposed to be there. But
Epcot went about, I think the budget was like 3 times. It cost 3 times what the budget was. So the Rhine River adventure kind of went by the wayside. The entrance is still there where the quick service restaurant is. If you go back there, you can see where it was supposed to be. But Germany has a lot of space behind it, a big building where,
staging area. Yep.
Yep.
So instead, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to a shop. I'm going to buy some crystal, and I'm also going to get
some chocolate.
I might buy chocolate, but I've been looking at. How many beers in? How many drinks in at this point? Four
now.
5.
We are so we got
2,
Mexico,
3, 4,
Norway,
5.
China, 4. This is number 5. Yeah.
I'm 5 drinks in. I think this is a perfect time for me to buy a full suit of armor.
Yep. 5 out of 12.
You can get it.
Yeah. Exactly.
You can get a full suit of armor. Yep. Good luck, as you mentioned. Good luck stuffing it into the overhead bin. You'll have to wear it like you're on Spirit.
If you're going to wear it the rest of the way around World Showcase Lagoon, it might be a little ripe by the time.
Might be a little constricting. Yeah. I would steer clear of buying anything at the shops. Maybe you just want to peruse. Maybe buy the chocolate like Joe suggested. Yeah.
Let me put it this way. Around the world is not a cheap endeavor. So today's souvenir is alcohol and food, and that's it. And really,
pretty
much. Whatever you want to buy, save it for the next time you go to Epcot, because you're going although you will be tempted, as we all, our inhibitions.
Yeah, no doubt. So one of the things we're talking about, Joe, is that we forgot to talk about where there is a good restroom to stop at, because China has a good restroom to stop at, and you're about 3 in at that point. I don't.
Norway.
Is there one?
Norway has one. Yeah, behind the statue of Greta Veit, the famous Norwegian marathoner, down that way, there is a bathroom in Norway. So Yep. Yeah, and it's I don't want to say it's secret. It's pretty well used, but
a little bit quieter.
Yeah, there's another podcast for the secret bathrooms. Although there's
Oh, go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was going to say Germany. I don't think has one.
In the restaurant, you have to convince the maitre d' that you just headed to the bathroom, because before, it's a buffet, so you can just kind of walk in and grab a plate.
Right, exactly. I had to go out to my car. I'm just coming back.
So the reason I brought that up is because our next stop, I'm headed off to Italy, and Italy does not have a bathroom except for inside the restaurant as well, correct?
Right.
I believe.
It does not. No, it does.
Yeah, so think ahead.
Yeah. Well, otherwise you got to. I would have to convince one of my paisans over there. Hey, come on.
Hey, gotta use the bathroom. Hey, come on.
Go. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you go. So I'm in Italy, and I'm always going to go to Tutto Gusto wine cellar, because it's one of my favorite things in Epcot. Fantastic. And this is where I'm going to break another rule, but I'm going to get that taglieri, the antipasti.
Yeah, I like the little antipasto. Yeah, that's a beautiful plate. You can't go wrong with that. Yeah, share it with your whoever you're with. Sit and enjoy it. Enjoy the atmosphere in there. I really like.
Awesome.
Really like it. It's almost like a wine cave kind of a place. It's really cool.
It's very dark.
Very old school. Very old school. It is very cool. Yeah, it's a good place to cool down. If you want, the food is really good there, but don't go crazy because they make a fantastic martini. Don't get it.
Although I will say, here we go. I'm breaking a rule and I'm getting a Negroni. Because they make such a good Negroni. They do. And I know it's booze, and then, booze.
It's all booze. Yeah.
But I've taken it easy the whole time. Now I'm ready for sipping a booze drink.
Right.
Though, I might follow you to the wine bar.
Yeah.
It's
called let's see, what's it called?
Wine. What is it called?
I got it here somewhere. La Bottega Italiana.
Yeah, La Bottega Italiana. Great Chiantis. I have a great Chianti there. Yep. And as I suggested in the past 2 podcasts, careful when you put that Chianti, that little plastic cup with a little stem down on the table, because
Not very robust. Yeah. And
the table is that wrought iron with lots of open. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I dropped wine. Yeah, right through the table. I was not pleased about that at all.
Came running out. Hey, what are you, Stunad? Hey,
exactly. I will say, in Disney hospitality, I walked back in, and the girl had poured me another one and said, "Oh, I heard you spilled yours, so I poured you another one." Tables.
I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor you spilled that.
Oh, that's awesome, by the way.
Yeah. I heard a rumor when you were out there screaming, "Merda!"
Nerd. Oops, that's going to give us an explicit rating. No.
Yes, it would.
No, sir, French.
Anyway, so yeah, a lot of good places to eat in Italy. Via Napoli, one of my favorite places to eat. We frequently go there and say we're just going to, we're going to get a pizza, but we'll take half of it home and we eat the whole thing. So it's so good. Pizza is amazing there. So Gary's getting a Negroni. If this is where you want to have your strong drink, I guess you can have a Negroni. They do in Tutto Gusto wine cellar have martini your way, which I love. It says it right on the menu. Martini your way, which is like, you tell them the gin, you tell them the ratio. I love that,
Yeah,
which
awesome.
we usually do that anyway. When you order a martini at a bar, you make your own drink basically.
Yeah, pretty much. So I did mention the pizza, right? Did I mention the pizza? That sometimes the pizza window is open. You can grab a slice.
Did not mention the window. No. Yeah. You can grab a slice if the pizza window is open, just to the left of Via Napoli. You can get a piece of their pizza. They'll sell you the pizza by the slice, which is a great way. If it's open and you didn't get the pretzel in Germany, which that's a mistake, then get yourself a slice of pizza, because it will kind of at least help a little bit.
Yeah, it'll help. Yeah. And it's delicious. Yeah. It's absolutely
and it's awesome pizza. Yeah. It really is. Yep.
So while you're having these drinks, if you're not sitting at those little wrought iron tables, although I will say that if that guy comes out with a whistle, that whistle clown, whatever that,
you're going to want to leave.
You're going to want to walk away.
It's the greatest atmosphere. The music is fantastic. I could sit there for half the day, but if the whistle guy comes, I'm packing up my stuff and walking to America.
Yeah. Well, you can at least go through the shops. Make sure you don't try on the masks, because that'll get you in trouble every time. Stay away from those masks. They're very expensive.
Stern warning.
You don't want to try them. It's the first time I saw a cast member be mean. Don't try on the masks. Take your time drinking your drink and having your taglieri, and let's head to USA, shall we?
On over.
All right.
Let's walk on over there.
All right.
So
this one's a tough one. I'm gonna have you take this one, because I have not been to the Regal Eagle yet, and I'm still dying to. But I know they have a bunch of beers on tap, and so that's going to be my choice. But tell me what they got, because I haven't been.
Yeah, they have your choice of beers on tap. When I go there lately, I've been getting something called Space Ace Blood Orange Cider, or Ace Space. I don't know. It's either Space Ace or
I think it's Space Ace. I think you're right. Yeah, it's very good. Yep.
And it's very good. It's about 6.9%. So it's not low alcohol, but it's not like insane alcohol like a lot of craft beers nowadays. And it is refreshing. It's a cider, so it's a little change of pace. But they do have a lot of choices for beers. I mean, but of course, as we say before, watch your ABVs. Another option, if you don't want to go to Regal, and if you have not eaten at Regal Eagle, the barbecue is fantastic there. It really is. I get the brisket sandwich a lot, so I really like that. Yeah, really good.
Yum.
The sides are good. Yeah, the mac and cheese is good. All the sides are really good. The baked beans. But if you want to go to the Fife and Drum Tavern, which is right in the very front, and you really want to go for low alcohol, you can get yourself a Yingling, which is about 4 point,
Yeah.
3%, something like that. So,
Not a bad beer. Not
I
a bad
will say,
decision.
yeah, Yingling is definitely passable.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, the pizza place that Amy and I love to go here, Lowbrow Pizza, they have I think I sent you the beer list, and it says shit beers. Excuse me. You might have to beat that out.
That rating. Yep.
and then it says not quite shit beers, and Yingling is under there. So Yingling gets a little higher rating, and it's the only beer in that category. It's the only beer there. But the thing about Yingling is, if here's the thing: when you get to America, if you're feeling like, hey, I'm kind of on the edge here, maybe get the Yingling. Otherwise, maybe get this A Space, or they have Sierra Nevadas. They have some Cigar City beers. So there's of course on the other side there's a little. I can't remember what it's called, but they have some beers there too, just before where the funnel cakes are. There's another little. Yeah,
what is that place? The Oaken something.
Yeah,
isn't it? Yeah, it's something like that. It's like, I forget what it's the something in something.
Yeah,
I'll make sure that I put up a
all
picture.
All the places in America or something in something.
Yeah, something.
But they have like bourbon barrels, ale, which is pretty high in alcohol.
Yeah,
it's
like 10%.
But they have some different craft beers there. So there's a lot of beer choices in America.
Yeah.
They do have some drinks. I think they're all pre-mixed drinks that come out of a machine at Regal Eagle Smokehouse at the bar out front. So, but I would probably stay away from those because I'm guessing that they're going to be a little stronger than your beers are. So, but.
Yeah, so in this one, it sounds like go real easy with that Yingling. Definitely get some brisket because I mean, it's a smokehouse. You can't miss that. Yeah,
I read reviews of Regal Eagle, and when people say they don't like it, I'm like, I don't know, but maybe they had it on a bad day or something. But I've never had a bad meal there. I've liked everything I've ever gotten there. So
yeah, I'm 99%. I'm going to be grabbing probably some sort of craft beer here.
Yeah, right.
Because yeah.
Like I said,
I'm going to go with the assumption that I'm doing well so far, and I'm going to grab a craft beer. I am likely not going to go to the American Experience because they'll have to poke me with a stick to wake me up. Adventure, sorry, American Adventure.
Right. After 3 shows, you'll finally wake up during the Will Rogers skit.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm probably going to stay away from that. But you know what I want to do is see that there's the jazz thing, the jazz display. Very cool.
Yeah, very cool display. Yeah. So go inside the building, see the Voices of Liberty, check out the Soul of Jazz display with some of the instruments from some of the great jazz musicians. And then just kind of hang around. Usually if there's a festival going on, there's going to be some kind of entertainment over at the America Gardens Theater. They have the Voices of Liberty have been playing there, awesome. As well as Mariachi Cobra from Mexico has been playing.
Awesome.
They've been playing.
Those guys.
Yeah, love those guys. Absolutely love those guys.
Yeah.
So they've been playing there during the festivals. So before, I would imagine eventually during festivals we're gonna start having concerts again. But
very cool.
For now, they just have in-house entertainment.
Cool.
So
Joe, it's a good time for a quick break. Let's hear a word from our sponsor. And my glass sprung a leak at some point, so everything drained out. But I guess it's time for a refresher.
I would fix your glass and then fill it again. That's the way to go.
All right,
because we got the rest of the countries to go.
That's right. We got a few more to go. So we'll be back in a minute.
Dreamport Creative Studio is a proud sponsor of Disney Spirits Podcast. Look for us on Etsy, Redbubble, and DreamportDesign.com. We have Drinking Around the World lanyards and other Disney-themed downloadables. We also have craft brew-themed stickers and t-shirts, and much, much more. Come to mention it, we created the Disney Spirits Podcast logo, and now you can buy it on a mug. Is there a better way to have your morning coffee? I don't think so. So head on over to Etsy and Redbubble and get some really cool stuff. Make sure you mention that the Disney Spirit sent you. Whoa, what's that? A skunk ape!
All right, so we're back, and Joe, I'm headed off to Japan.
All right, I think how about mind if I tag along?
Yeah, absolutely. You done with your brisket sandwich? Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm done. I brought the tray back already. So let's go.
All right. So I'm not even going to make it to Japan for the most part. I'm going to stop at the little Kabuki Cafe.
Yep.
I would normally say let's go to the Katsura Grill, but I'm not here for like a delicious dinner. What I'm here is for a little bit of sushi, a little snack. Mm-hmm. And to have some sake. I'm probably gonna order some sake, unless they have my drink, Joe. What's my drink?
Yeah, Tokyo Sunset, Gary.
Oh, I love it.
which I don't know if they have there, but I'm last time I was at Katsura Grill. Last time I was at Epcot, which was last month, they had it there. Yeah. They had a nice big sign right at the counter.
Yeah.
Tokyo Sunset.
So originally it was at this little Kabuki Cafe with the sake and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, I forgot to mention I filled in my drink.
Oh yeah, looking good. I added a little bit to mine. I don't know, somehow it multiplied. Yeah.
I switched to a Ricky. It's delicious. Yeah, I'm all about the summer drinks now, so watch out.
Yeah. The same Hendrix.
No, you know what I did, which is rare for me because with the Gimlet or Ricky, I normally like to go with Hendrix. I reached for the Blue Coat.
There you go.
Blue Coat's another one. Makes a pretty good. Makes a pretty Gimlet.
Good gin. Yep. Very nice gin. Yep.
All right, so back to Japan. Let's head back to Japan, shall we?
Let's head back to Japan. Okay.
Tokyo Sunset.
Yes. Yep.
Solid drink.
Very good drink. If you don't know how to make it, Gary has a video on our YouTube channel showing you how to make it. So make sure you check that out. Tell you exactly what's in it. You can also get a kakigori with liquor in it, I believe.
Yes, you can. I like that. The kakigori with sake.
With sake,
Like orange kakigori with sake.
Yeah. So if you're feeling like you're slowing down or you kind of need a refresher, maybe that's a good drink for you. A little bit of sake and a kakigori. Usually when Disney puts, liquor in a cold shake or drink or whatever, they don't like put 3 shots in. So,
yeah, they're a little stingy, pour over the top.
Yeah, it's like so you probably be okay with that, or you could just get sake, or you could get a Tokyo Sunset. If you wanted to eat.
I do love the sake here. It seems like it's a miss if you don't get the sake. I mean, I'm all about the Tokyo Sunset, but I just love the sake. Yeah. It's so good. Yeah. Yeah.
It feels like you have to get it in Japan.
Right.
It's almost like it's required.
Yeah. Yeah. Sake
or
and sushi.
Or a Sapporo, or
well, you know what? It's not a bad beer. Yep.
No, I go for Kirin. Kirin's good.
Kirin Ichiban. Yep. Very good. Yep.
I can. They're both solid. Yep. I can go for those, no problem.
Yep.
And so we're gonna stick around, explore the pavilion, go in the department store, go into the museum. There's always a good exhibit in the museum. Don't know what's there right now, but I've seen baseball in Japan. I've seen anime. I've seen robots. I've seen war implements like swords and stuff.
Oh yeah, the old samurai armor and stuff.
Very fantastic stuff that you're really interested. Go back there. Don't miss it. Go into the store. Go all the way through. lots of cool, interesting stuff in the store. Hard to walk out without buying something.
Yeah, true.
Walk out the back, and when you walk out the back of the store, the museum is usually it's right kind of across the alleyway there, and just go right into the museum and check out the exhibits they have there, and spend a little time here, because this is, like we said before, it's not a race. This is not a race. You want to take the whole day. Yeah.
Enjoy the little walk through the gardens and the koi ponds, and
absolutely.
Beautiful. Just chill out and enjoy your sushi and your sake, and take the time. This is one of the if you listen to our other podcasts, Morocco is one of our favorites, but this is either equal or close second, because it's really, really a cool place to just relax.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, really cool. And like Gary said, walk. There's bridges over the koi ponds, and just walk your way down there. It goes all the way from Katsura Grill all the way down back to the pathway, the pathway around World Showcase. I mean, it's just a great pavilion to spend some time in. So chill out, spend some time here. Don't rush before we move on to the next. But we're going to move on to the next, because
we are.
Yeah.
I'm done with my sake. I had my sake.
Yep.
And I had my spicy tuna roll.
Yep.
Delicious. Volcano sauce, nice and spicy. It's good.
Yeah. I skipped the fish, Gary. I don't want
to. Well, you have to try it. It's not very fishy.
It doesn't taste fishy at all. Now we're moving on
to Morocco.
Yep.
This is I'm breaking just a little bit. I'm breaking on this one because I'm getting a cocktail because it's just too awesome. But first, if you're looking for something to eat, this is one of those awesome kind of different things that you obviously can't get everywhere. But it's hummus fries, like fries made from hummus. Delicious at the Spice Road. Yeah, very, very tasty. Great little snack, and it's another one of those ones that'll soak it up a little bit, slow your metabolism down a little, make you feel very good. And
maybe get a little baklava or
a lot of good options here. And here's where I'm getting a cocktail again, because it's just one of those cocktails that I had on sort of like a lark, and I was like, this is excellent. This is a really good cocktail, and that's the Moroccan Mule. Now, I'm not so sure that the fig vodka is Moroccan, or the ginger beer for the most part.
Ginger beer is definitely not Moroccan.
Agave, but
ginger
Moroccan
might
Mule,
be Moroccan.
Figenza fig vodka. Figenza.
Vodka's not my thing, Gary, but Figenza fig vodka sounds actually good to me.
It is so good. Yeah. Fig vodka, ginger beer, agave, and lime, and it is delicious. It's one of those drinks that I just was like, that sounds interesting. It was delicious. It's like having a Fig Newton as a drink.
That's
very,
awesome.
Very good. What are you getting here? I'm assuming you're going with the Cav. What is it? Cava? No, Casa.
Casa? No, Casa. According to my friend Scott, Casa tastes like sausage. So I'm going to skip Casa. Tusker is a little bit better, but Tusker, if you've had it at Animal Kingdom, marginally better. So I'm going to have a Moroccan Mule as well.
That's the move.
Not going to have the beer here. This is one of those countries you don't want the beer. It's kind of like France. No Kronenbourg 1669 or whatever it's called.
Yeah, not good beer.
Yeah, 1667. I don't know what it's called.
Whatever
it is, it's terrible.
It's not good. We're not having it. Yeah. The fig vodka, the Moroccan Mule, delicious. So here's one of those ones that we say, take the time. You're going to get that cocktail. Take the time to go through, Morocco. Goes way back. The shops are awesome. There's so much cool stuff to see. The mosaics inside the little house there and stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't get a picture taken with the phallus anymore.
It's Disney changed that. Took care. When they took over the pavilion, they changed that right away.
Put a door on it. Change it. Yeah.
But Morocco, the craftsmanship, the tile work, everything
That's awesome.
that's back there, and that pavilion goes way back, and it's really really cool to see. It's like we were saying before, a lot of people just walk around World Showcase Lagoon, never venture off the lagoon to go back further, but this is one of those pavilions you want to go back further. Last time I was there, they had kind of plants blocking it off, but I think that was mostly because there's a lot of work going on back there, but I think you could still walk past the plants and go back there. So and I think they had
the sangria.
They had I think they had a sangria bar back there, but it was almost like a speakeasy. People were walking back there. There was a little sign that sangria bar, and they're walking through the bushes to go back there. Like,
yeah, am I supposed to be here?
but I did not go back there. But it looked like people were going back there to a sangria bar that's back there. So I guess that's another option if you wanted to do that.
There's a pretty good option. That's a pretty good option. On a hot day, a little sangria, it's lower in alcohol.
Very refreshing too. Yep. So
cool. Good views here too. Like when you're at the Spice Road, you can look across the lagoon and just like a lot of good places for picture taking and stuff. Yep. And hey, big bonus, they just refurbed the bathroom since our last podcast. The last time we screwed it up.
This was considered the worst bathroom in World Showcase. It is now probably the best bathroom in World Showcase. With lots of. I do not
understand that. There are, I know my bathrooms. This was not the worst bathroom in World Showcase.
No, it was not. Yeah, no
way.
It definitely wasn't. Nope.
Yeah, we're gonna save that for another podcast.
Yes.
For our next podcast, maybe. Yep.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna tell you the best and worst bathrooms at Walt Disney World.
We'll tell our secrets. We'll tell the secrets. Yep.
We'll let you know. We don't want to meet you there, but
no, we're just letting you know.
We're just gonna let you know.
Places to go to the bathroom. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we're leaving Morocco, and we're headed to France, and we are now in the home stretch. You could, as you hang around France, you can almost see the end. You can almost see the finish line, as it were, as you can look right down the road and pretty much see the Chateau Frontenac.
Yeah, you should be. Exactly. Looming behind Gary right now. Just over your shoulder. Exactly. There it is.
Yeah.
But you should be able to see it if you can focus clearly. If you are.
You've had some drinks.
Yeah,
Nine at this point. 9 drinks. Hopefully.
Yep. Well,
hopefully you've been doing this for a while.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So as we said, we're probably not reaching for the Kronenberg here because it's just really not a good beer.
Not probably. We're definitely not reaching for the Kronenberg. No
I
way.
will say, I'm also not reaching for champagne here. Granted, it's known for champagne, and I know we talked about this. Champagne messes me up. Like everyone's got those drinks. Champagne makes me drunk, and that is not what I'm going for here. Champagne.
It doesn't have any more alcohol than any other wine, but for some reason or another, those bubbles. First of all, I don't care whether it's Dom Perignon or whatever. If I drink champagne, the next day I'm waking up with a thumping headache.
Yeah, sweet.
And those bubbles just screw. You get drunk. I mean, I don't know what it is. Yeah. So we're not getting that.
No, I am going to. I'm going to go with the Grand Marnier orange slush. Yeah, the Grand Marnier slush, delicious, super good.
Yeah, no extra shot.
There you go.
No extra shot. Yeah. Normally, I would get that and say, toss another shot of Grand Marnier on the top, and those guys in the France pavilion, they don't mess around. Nope. They just. Yeah,
it's hand poured, and they just do not care. Yep.
What do you think about France in the Euros?
They feel that you paid for that.
Whoa. Exactly.
Yeah, you pay $6 for it. They give you the 6-second pour.
They do. Yeah, exactly. It's not cheap, but you get your money's worth. But don't get it. Don't get it this time.
That's not what you're here for.
Also, do not go around the corner and get the ice cream martini because you're going to get the same kind of pour there. So, and you're going to eat all this ice cream, which I'm a little bit lactose intolerant. I cannot at this point. No,
everyone is lactose intolerant at this point. If you're 9 drinks in, your stomach is gonna be feeling this. And that brings us to our next point, Joe. What are we getting here? This is a no-brainer for me. What are we getting for food?
Oh, for food, we're getting the crepe, of course.
Oh, the crepe is so good.
Yeah,
I absolutely love the crepe.
Yeah, because
the crepe.
It's another thing that's just hearty. That's gonna soak up your alcohol. Yeah, exactly. And
now you have it with soft serve. Yeah. Don't do that.
If you're not doing around the world, do that. If you are doing around the world, don't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no Kronenbourg. So Grand Marnier slush, no extra shot, refreshing drink. You're gonna love it. Everybody does. I've never heard anybody take a sip of this and go, "Oh, that's disgusting." No.
Yeah.
It's fantastic and
it's very good.
Yeah. And
take your time with it. So if you don't want the crepe, which is pretty much right next to the Grand Marnier, the orange slush place, at
least for now,
crepe, get a pastry. Oh yeah, true.
Oh, yeah. Because the crepe is gonna. I think the creperie is gonna move around the corner when Remy's opens, when that area opens. It's good. They're going to have a new crepe shop. But yeah, go inside where the exit to the movie is and where the bakery is. Get yourself a pastry. I mean, they're all
very good pastry.
You can't go wrong there. That's for sure. No. And if it's after 7 p.m., do yourself a favor. Go in and watch Impressions de France. And it's digitally restored beauty.
Yeah.
And
I'm not going to do the sing along.
No, not at all.
But I've not seen the new digitally enhanced. Apparently, it's very, very good.
It is. It looks great. Yeah. Unfortunately, it only plays from 7 to closing right now. So at around, when after the last Beauty and the Beast plays, you'll see a bunch of dedicated, they're Epcot diehards that are sitting around waiting for Impression
for it. Yeah. Hey, you can get your picture taken with Aurora here. Aurora hangs out here sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's a good time waster.
There you go. Right.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep.
So character pictures are always a time. Good time waster. Be nice to the characters. Don't harass them at this point.
At this point, you're 9 deep. Just
take your picture and move along.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So speaking of moving along, shall we go to UK?
Let's move along. We'll cross that bridge. Literally.
Literally crossing the bridge, taking that right instead of the left. If you take the left, you're leaving the park. Don't do that. You're so close at this point. Yeah,
you'll be on the Skyliner before you know it, or at the beach club.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't get confused here. You got to take that right, and right in front of you. Speaking of characters, is one of the one of the best characters. When it's not Winnie the Pooh, it's Mary Poppins, and I almost said Mary the Poppins, but Mary Poppins.
Hey,
probably
Mary the Poppins.
Probably one of the best characters.
Yes,
in the park.
Really cool. Really
awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yep. I missed the British Revolution. Used to be the British invasion, but we'll talk about your favorites when we get around to Canada. But yeah.
Yeah. So awesome. And here's another good stop for food, really close to the character as well. Yep. But fish and chips, Joe, you should really try it. It doesn't taste fishy.
Oh, I am. I'm going to try. But the way I propose it this way: you take the fish and I'll take the chips, and that way it all works out.
Yeah. Fantastic. This is one of those great snacks that is just, it's really good. It's shareable. I think you get 2 pieces of fish, and a little pile of French fries.
Pretty good pile of French fries. Yeah. And it's you're gonna wait in line. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that place does a heck of a business. There's a line there all the time. It's never empty, and it's just a little window right to the right of the Rose and Crown pub, and it's always busy.
Hey, speaking of the Rose and Crown.
Speaking of the Rose and
Good
Crown.
segue. How do we go in there?
Why don't we?
Now, this is one of those ones that it's a tough choice. You know, I know you're gonna get the same drink that Haley gets.
Yeah, the shandy.
Haley's my young daughter, so I like to pick on Joe for that. But here's another great choice. If you don't like the fish and chips, and you go inside to the in the Rose and Crown, the Scotch egg is awesome. I highly recommend it. You know,
if you have never had a Scotch egg, get a Scotch egg.
Yeah. It's a
there.
Medium boiled egg, wrapped in sausage, wrapped in breadcrumbs and fried. There's no going wrong with that. It's just
so to like. Come on.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
Does it get any better?
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm gonna probably with the drink I'm gonna order. Might taste even a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because I'm likely. Here's my dilemma on this one. You can sort of walk me through this. I'm probably gonna get a Guinness.
Okay.
But I also love Bass and Guinness.
Yeah. I agree.
I also love a half and half, which is Harp and Guinness.
Yep.
So what I'm going to steer clear of is that Boddington's and Guinness, because while it doesn't sound like it's heavy, Boddington's is a heavy beer. Guinness is not. Guinness is, even though it's dark,
only about 4% alcohol, so it's very light. Yeah.
Boddington's
people don't realize it.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So what do I get? What do we get? There's so many good choices here. There's so many good, like, I know you're getting the shandy.
Yeah, the shandy. I'm not getting the shandy. I'm just telling people, listen, we're giving advice. I'm telling people, if you are feeling like you might not make it to Canada, like,
right.
Yeah.
I give Joe trouble.
A shandy is the way to go, because it's half Harp and half Sprite. So half of it's soda. It's a little refreshing, and it'll help you make it to the next country, the end of the
sugar
world.
Rush.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right, exactly. Me, I'm with you. I'm gonna get a half and half or a Harp and Bass. But I don't know if they still have it, but I remember they used to have a beer called Innocent Gun that was like aged in bourbon barrels. I love that beer.
Jeez.
Oh yeah,
I'm not familiar with that. Is it strong? Was it strong? I don't know that one. Innocent Gun.
It was fairly strong. Yeah, over around 8%, somewhere in that neighborhood. So yeah, it wasn't a weakling. And but I don't know if they have that anymore. But that was I love that beer. Yeah.
Speaking of going back in time a little bit, do you remember when they used to serve yards here? You could get a plastic yard.
I sure do. Gary, I remember when they used to serve yards at Narcoossee's, okay?
Oh, my goodness. Well, you know my story about Narcoossee's. I knew that, too. Yeah. I'll tell that story sometime.
So, I'm going way back. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. That was an actual glass yard, though, wasn't it?
It was. It was a glass yard. Half yard.
Yeah. Man, yeah, back in the day. So, all right. So I guess I'm probably gonna go with that Bass and Guinness, because it's one of my all-time favorites. So Bass and Guinness it is for me. You're gonna get me. Yeah.
I'll either get that or just Guinness, straight Guinness, one or the other.
Guinness.
Yeah.
Nice light drink, low in alcohol, refreshing, fantastic.
But
have a Scotch egg or fish and chips.
Sounds delicious.
And then let's hit the shops.
Yeah. Hey, I need a new at this point. I need a new soccer jersey, right?
Yeah. At this point, I want to spend $200.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I need an Arsenal road jersey. I need an Arsenal home jersey.
Yeah, $400. You can get a Beatles jacket for another $700 or whatever.
How much is that gold record on the wall?
Yeah, exactly. $1,400. Yeah, this is the time where you got to be careful.
Yeah.
UK has so many cool shops with so many cool things, and You know, don't walk up there with a French name and ask them to do your coat of arms.
Oh. The T's across the way. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff to do. And back in the day when there was entertainment, there was the
World
the
Showcase
British
players. Yeah. British Invasion, British Revolution, World Showcase players that used to be right out there, but no longer. At least for now, right? Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully that'll come back soon, because what a perfect place to get your drink and then just go and sit and listen to the music. The music was always top notch.
It was great.
Really
It was really cool. I mean, you'd be walking around the lagoon and you could hear them playing, and it's like, oh yeah, somebody's playing Hey Jude. Let's go. Let's run. Let's go.
Awesome.
Grab a beer and watch these guys. And there was many a day where I watched several shows. So sometimes every show, depending on who I was with, and how much I was drinking. So
So I have to say, well, we bought our soccer jerseys for $200.
I got my new Arsenal jersey on, and I'm ready to roll.
For some reason, I bought a box of tea for absolutely no reason. $30 box of tea. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Don't even like tea.
Yeah. But I'm 11 drinks in.
Or soccer.
Yeah, exactly. I'm 11 drinks in at this point, so all of it made sense.
Right, absolutely. It all makes sense. It was the greatest purchase ever, of course.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I'm headed right for the Canada popcorn cart, because this is the finish line.
Yeah.
And we have two definites you have to do here. One of them is you have to get La Fin du Monde, because it's French for
the end of the world, and we're at the end of the world. So
how much better
no-brainer.
Exactly.
I mean, it's so, like I said, I told the story the 17th times that we've done the same podcast, that the first time I did Around the World, we came to Canada, and I was with my friend Scott. We both ordered La Fin du Monde, and we're sitting on a bench and we're drinking our La Fin du Monde. And I thought to myself, in my one moment of clarity, wow, that's French for the end of the world. That is amazing. and somehow after 11 beers, this was the most profound thing I've ever thought in my life.
Yeah. It's 12 for me, though, right, Joe? Because,
this was the 12. That was the 12. Right? That was the 12. No, at that time it was ridiculous. I mean, we made all the mistakes and still made it around. We started out. That was back
the next day.
Oh yeah, that was back when Disney would do 12 or 20 ounces, and we started out. It was like, do you guys want a 12 ounce or a 20 ounce? Oh, 20, all the way around World Showcase 20.
Yeah, I was much younger then as well.
Yes,
so absolutely. Yes, I was ordering the 20s as well, and not going to be doing that nowadays. But so we went through the first must do, which is the La Fin du Monde.
Right.
Fantastic Belgian style golden triple. It's awesome. Strong.
9%.
It's strong. Yep. 9%.
My wife loves it. My wife also goes and takes a nap after every La Fin du Monde. That's it.
Yeah.
We go right back to the hotel room where she naps for several hours.
Yeah, it's very, very good, but treat it with respect.
Yeah.
Now here's the second must do.
Oh, but before we move on, I got to tell you the story of the first time my friend Big Joe, we call him Big Joe, my old neighbor. I brought a bottle of La Fin. They come in the little 22 ouncer. Yeah. So I brought a 22 ouncer of La Fin du Monde over his house, and we popped it open, cork. They have a cork. Yep. Poured it in his glass. He takes a sip and he goes, "Whoa. Now that's beer."
Yeah.
So yeah,
you're damn right.
Yep. You cannot miss. Now I'm sorry, Gary. Go ahead.
No, that's. I mean, at any Unibrew there, it's fantastic. Yeah, if you get Maudit, La Fin du Monde, I'm trying to think of some other ones.
There are a lot of Belgians.
Elasimir. There's a green apple beer that they make
with the devil's tail on it. Yeah.
Isn't that Modi? That's Modi.
No, that's
isn't it?
Modi. That's Modi. Yeah.
Awesome. If you can get your hand on some of those Unibrews, awesome. Well, they're all very, very, very
They're
good.
all good. Really well made. Really, small batches, and
Delicious.
It's a big little brewery. It's what it is.
And you can say, now that's a beer.
Yes, you can.
Like Big Joe
also would say, now that's beer.
So the second must do. The second must do is to not order the Ottawa apple. Do not get the Ottawa apple.
Yeah. Do not make
Ottawa
this
apple.
mistake. Listen to that man right there. Do not make that mistake.
The Ottawa apple is Crown Royal with maple, apple, and cranberry juice. Now, normally that's a fine drink.
Yes.
Not as your 12th.
No.
That is just gonna put you in. Yeah, that's just gonna be tough. That's gonna be the end of the day and tomorrow.
Right.
That's one of the ones that will carry you over.
Right.
Yeah, that is not going to be good. And I can't think of the nearest bathroom, which would probably be that
there's the bathroom right there at the refreshment port, and it's
worst bathroom.
That is the worst bathroom.
Absolute worst bathroom in Epcot. Yep.
The men's room literally has like one stall.
One urinal, one stall. One urinal, one stall. 30,000 people. Yeah, one urinal, one stall.
And a line that stretches out to the friendship boats. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. It's terrible.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
So, you want to stay away from that. No doubt. Yep. So, finishing our La Fin du Monde, walking around, probably buying a Roots hoodie. Probably at this point, because there's lots of good shops.
Roots hoodie, Roots cologne. Hey, we might need a hockey jersey as well. Yeah. So pick one of those up.
Canadians.
$300
jersey.
Not Canadians. Tampa Bay Lightning.
All right.
No,
I'm not sure they're selling Bruins jerseys there.
No, they're not. Now, actually, I think the only jerseys they have now are ones that have the Canadian maple leaf on them and just say Canada. The national jersey maybe, but that's it. In fact, I don't think the store with Roots in it, I don't think it's open right now.
No, I don't think it is either.
In fact,
you know what else? Do you see what else closed?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I caught it last time we were there. We went and saw it for one. I don't know if it's coming back in it's the form it's in right now or.
Yeah, they took down the signage for some reason. Yeah, not really sure what that's all about, but this is one of those cool lands again to walk around, check it out, because you could go into the little canyon with the waterfalls, and that's kind of cool. It's almost like you discovered really something like that.
Yeah, it is.
It was supposed to be a flume ride, wasn't that part of the original flume ride? I believe.
Were talking about stuff like that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Back in the day.
Yeah. But another really great place to enjoy your fin du monde. Mm-hmm. And you can't go to the movie anymore, but you can certainly walk around this place. Yeah. Oh, you have to get a picture of the three where you put your faces in there. That little three.
Right behind you. Yeah, right behind you.
Oh yeah.
right over your shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot to say too was the I can't think. Oh, Off Kilter.
Oh yeah.
Remember when Off Kilter used to play?
Oh my God. Now,
awesome. Me being part of the band, I don't know if I'm famous. I've been on stage.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. You're famous. I know you are. Are you? I think you're on some of their album covers, right?
Yeah, well, I'm on a list. That's what I'm on. Yeah.
So now they have the Jaminators there now, or the as my wife affectionately calls them, trash stomp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but way better than the Lumberjacks, if you ask me. There's nothing like listening to a high-powered chainsaw as you're walking around.
It's nothing more musical than a chainsaw.
Yeah. While you're in Mexico, you can hear the chainsaws. So
Yeah, no. So
yeah,
you can also they have the gardens there, Victoria Gardens,
yeah,
that
very
look
nice.
based on the Butchert Gardens that are in British Columbia. So it's a all in all, it's a beautiful pavilion, and the Frontenac is right behind
Yeah, right.
your left shoulder there. uh,
Yeah, very
really
very cool place.
very cool.
Yep,
So this is your end of the world,
that's
and
it.
and then
You've made
after
it.
that,
Congratulations, Joe.
congratulations. Now let's go have dinner and celebrate,
Oh,
right?
so right. So this is one of those big mistakes. This is one of the things that we always. This is one
This
of the
is your
knowledge that we
final
can impart.
mistake, right? Your final mistake.
Yes.
Do
Do
not
not.
make an expensive dining reservation after around the world.
Not a smart move. Take it from me and Joe. I've
Yes.
stared at a surf and turf fillet and lobster tail. $70 when I ordered it. I stared at it. I took a bite and I was done. That was it. Took the rest back to the hotel because I had it up to here with it. Yeah, I was done.
Yep.
Joe, I believe you had much the same, but across the lagoon.
Right across the lagoon at in the San Angel Inn, one of my favorite places inside the
So
pyramid. Love it. Sitting down by the waterside. We had great seats and everything, and we finished. This was sometimes when you're done, you're going to feel great. Sometimes when you're done, you're going to feel not so great. Depends on the day. Depends on
Yeah,
the chemistry.
a lot of
Let's put it
factors.
that
Yeah,
way.
a lot of factors. Yeah.
And this was a day where I made it, but I didn't feel so great. And went there with my my friend Scott, my godchildren Lindsay and Michael, and my neighbor Barbara, and we're eating. I'm sitting there with my head down. Scott did the round the world with me. Everybody else is laughing at me. This
Laughing
makes
at your
it even
pain.
better, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they were laughing with me, of course, with me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Near you. They were laughing near
Yeah.
you.
And we were going around the table getting the drinks. The kids get a Sprite. Everybody and they come around to Scott and he goes, "I have a soul," and I'm with my head down on the
Wow.
table. I'm going, "Did that man just order a beer?" Man, this is ridiculous.
How is that possible?
How is that
He's
even
a machine.
So I ordered what I loved. I would always get there with the Plato Mexicano. It came just like Gary. I took one bite and that was it. I couldn't eat anymore, and I'm like, what a waste.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So don't
Yep.
make these mistakes. Take it from the
Do not.
experts.
Yep.
We have been there. It is not necessary to make an expensive dining reservation. Grab a snack, grab a hot dog, grab something like that.
Right.
You're gonna waste an expensive meal.
Go back to your hotel and have a room service pizza
Sleep.
delivered.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is all you're going to want to do, because you're just wasting your money. I mean, you might not even remember it. So
Yeah. Chalk it up to the awesome time you had as you go around the world. You can say you did it. You've spent enough money. Exactly. You know what? You had a great day. You spent a lot of money. You've had some great food. There's no reason to top it off with an expensive dinner you're going to stare at.
You checked off all those check marks by the countries that you got on your T-shirt. Awesome T-shirt. Absolutely. You got from Dreamport Design Studios. There you go. Right on your lanyard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you made it. You've done it. Now walk out. Walk out with your head. Walk out with what do you say?
With your head up high.
With your head up high. Top hat on. Distinguished gentleman. Yep.
Ignore that Spaceship Earth is spinning around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't ride anything when you're done either.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Don't hop on space.
Yeah. Mission Space is out for the whole day, even before you do this.
Yeah. What else? Spaceship Earth? No, too long. You might have to go to the bathroom midway through.
Exactly.
You don't want it. That's not enjoyable. Yeah.
Or even worse.
No, let's just hope none of that happens. Yeah. Yep.
even the parking
So
lot
cool.
tram, even the parking lot tram is going to be a challenge at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. You've had 12 drinks. Yep. And you've made it. Congratulations. Hopefully you've listened to all our advice along the way. Checked off your drinks and you're good to go. Congratulations. Congratulations to both of us as well.
Yes. We made it, right?
Yeah. Cool. So let's see. Did we miss anything as we were talking? I don't think we did.
I don't think so. I think we covered it all. Pretty much, yeah.
We just, at this point, I'd like to reiterate the point. Just don't be a jerk. Like, you've had a bunch of drinks. It's key. You've had a bunch of drinks. You're there to enjoy yourself, but everyone else is as well. Don't ruin their time.
Some of them are children, so they're not
exactly. Watch your language. Watch the things you're doing.
Right.
Keep yourself in check. Like, have a lot of fun. It's what you're there to do, but just don't affect somebody else's fun. That's all.
Exactly.
It's
That's
key.
it. Yep.
Drinking around the world is one of the funnest things. Like, a lot of people do it, but keep yourself in check. That's key. You don't want to be one of those people that end up in Disney jail.
Yeah.
For
not
sure.
a fun place. Not a fun. We don't know where it's probably in the Frontenac, right behind Gary.
More than likely. Yeah, you don't want to regret things either. The next morning you don't want to wake up and be like, "Wow, I was a jerk, and I shouldn't have done some of those things."
You don't want to wake up and say, "I've been trespassed off Disney for my entire life, and I can't ever go back again." That's a lot of regret right there. So yeah. Just don't be stupid.
Don't be
but have fun.
Have fun. Yep.
Yeah.
So cool, Joe. I think we covered it. I think hopefully whoever's watching this or listening to it, can take a lot out of our professional suggestions of how to drink around the world at World Showcase.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
World Showcase.
Cool. So I think we're good. Should we close it up? What do you think?
Let's close it out.
All right.
Yep. So we got this cool shirt from our sponsor, Dreamport Designs. And in the immortal words of Warren Zevon, remember, everybody, enjoy every sandwich and every drink around the world.
Yeah, every drink, every snack. Enjoy every little tidbit.
Because you're paying for it. Because it's not cheap.
That's right. Cool.
All
right, Joe. Hopefully when I get to editing this, it's going to be in good shape, and we don't have to do it again for a fourth time.
For the fourth time.
Thank you,
Gary. It's been a pleasure. And if we have to do it a fourth time, well, we'll just do it a fourth time. What are you going to do? All right.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to email us at thedisneyspirits@gmail.com or hop out to our channel, The Disney Spirits, on YouTube. Comment, share, hit the little bell for reminders. What else? Please email us. Tell us any suggestions you have for our next podcast. Any positive feedback would be great.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And I think that's it. Enjoy every sandwich, as Warren Zevon and Joe say.
Yep. Take care, everybody. Gary, take care.
Take it easy, Joe. See ya.
All right. Bye.
So you're saying that you think maybe from your perspective now, do you know something about life and death that maybe I don't know now?
Not unless I know how much you're supposed to enjoy every sandwich. Mm-hmm.